in every community, you have a teacher. In these civic groups are also electorate. They are the electorate. Their activities have spiraling effects on majority of the citizens. And let me tell you, don't be deceived about crowd in those rallies. They mean nothing. What is the voting strength of Ondo State? Okay, so what is the capacity of every arena, the public arena that you have? Those are hired. There are people who have 5 T-shirts of different political parties in their homes. They attend all the rallies. So they are not. They don't mean anything. The electorates themselves are ingrained in most of these civic groups that I talk about, and it is the right orientation that is important. And I think that is what we are doing. That set public good above personal benefit. That is why we are where we are. We are the place where we have not set public good and put it in the front burner. I will give you an example. If a community wants to perhaps place a borehole in a community, it can take that community 3 years to raise the money. But there are individuals in that community who sink boreholes, you know, in their own houses without any fundraising. But if you want to build a church, you can build a church for 20 years in a community. But there are individuals who build their own houses in 2 years, in 1 year. It is our attitude to public good. Once it has to do with for the benefit of everybody, we decline. But that is the bane of our underdevelopment. That is the bane of why we are not able to hold the policy. And that is the advantage that they take. Because they know our attitude. Once you're elected, you come for your... If we say, let us go and meet them, hold this meeting now, the excuses that you provided will come up. You know, they will not come. But if you need a letter from the chairman for your child to go to police college, you will know how to go and meet him to give you that letter. If you are doing naming ceremony and you need to meet the senator, you will find every way to meet the senator, to get money to do naming ceremony. But once it comes to how do we change the state of things in terms of health and education, all the regime of excuses that you see will begin to emerge. So that reorientation, and election time is the best time to mobilize this people-centric, you know, engagement with the political class and their parties and their politicians. If we don't do that now, like he said, when they are elected, they will ask you, but I gave you, I heard of a story of a governor who won the election and the community mobilized themselves to come and facilitate with him. And he brought out the result of the election and said, if people are coming here, you did not vote for me. This is your vote, and this is the one I used to win. So the challenge is that the people you are dealing with are more organized in terms of how the picture that they want, but the people themselves are not organizing themselves. So when I come for these programs, I no longer do rituals. I no longer am interested in saying what the conditions in Ondo State have not changed in the last 40 years. In real terms, fundamentally, the backward communities, the backwater communities in those states have remained the way they are. She's talking about climate change issues, the whole of that place. And that is also becomes what the politicians use. So you are going to Igbokoda, you enter the boat, and they tell you that do you want to go forward or you want us to sink here. Remember that there were times smart card readers were put inside the river in those states. So the politicians even use the state of underdevelopment to further their own interest. What would then be the thinking of the people? They think people must wake up, whether they're electorates or civic groups. This is the time to not allow campaigns to be done the way it's always been done. That's my point. Change the order and say, look, this go and take T-shirts, get food, get all of that is okay. But can you come for us to have a conversation? Let's have a conversation.
But beyond